Hey, Eagle Run 2-3. I have been waiting a month for this one. This is the file knife. Oh man. So this thing was missing for, I don't know, like 3 years, 2 years. And it was in the bottom of a bag that I just don't use very much. And I was so excited when I found it because it was really a cool knife, just an interesting design. I like that it was a file. In fact, the file is still there. You can still see it, and they just contoured it. It is a bit of an interesting shape, I think. I feel like the belly here it almost should maybe be like that, but it goes way down. And it is not very sharp. I don't know what I did with it. Maybe this was just how it came. I don't know that I really ever used it. But it's a heavy knife because it's super thick. But it feels good. It's got a little spot there where you can kind of come off the handle a little bit. But interesting design. Heavy. I like that they've removed the top part of the file, but it's still kind of there. It's definitely smooth, but on the edge, it's almost sharp. In fact, this is probably sharper than this is. So let's see if it fits. Oh, it does. Nice. Okay, that'll be just fine. We can put it on the Tech Studios. All right, let me get this set up here, and I'll bring you in close. All right, it snugs down nice. Looks like it'll be just fine. Now, what in the world is the degree on there? It's pretty sharp. It might be less than a 20. The practical uses of this knife, as I put this on here, are very limited. This edge right here is so sharp from that file. I mean, if you had to really do anything with this knife, it'd be pretty brutal. All right, let's see where we're at. Yeah, that is steep. Let's try a 25. Ooh, I think it might be a 25. So we're at 25 here, but it definitely changes there. And it looks like, so let's see if we can look at this a little closer. I'm going off the tripod here, see if we can show you what this is. So there's a good solid glint across here, and that is what I've just done with the 25. But if you notice right here, it definitely has, if you notice right here, it definitely is not consistent. Looks like this was probably done, I don't know, maybe on a belt sander, but that is not consistent. That's gonna take some work down there. We're gonna have to sharpen a file with a file. Oh man, file on file. So you can see right here is where the problem is. And then back down here. Well, let's jump in and see what we can do. We've got to make that apex. And it looks like there's almost like a micro bevel on there. Probably the reason why it's not very sharp. All right, we can fix it. All right, so far this is definitely going to be the biggest problem. We're going to have to remove quite a bit to get into that. This is coming in. I'm already halfway there, so that's fine. This is our problem area. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to make it perfect without a ton of effort. So we'll just dig in here and see how far we can get with it. All right, the edge here is coming in fine. We'll see what we can do about that. So the angle on this other side is completely different. I don't know if you can see, but it's quite a bit shallower of a bevel than what was on the other side. Let's see if we can see that. See how much is shining there compared to over here? It's real thin. That means the profile is way different. This actually happens a lot on handmade knives. I doubt the quality control on a file knife is very high. Oh man. All right, not so bad on this side. We're not quite completely even here, but I think I'm gonna leave it because we're making apex all the way down. That's really sharp. This should be a pretty sharp knife with this type of steel, being a tool steel. Should be pretty durable and hold an edge. I don't really have much experience with file knives, but seems like it should be pretty durable. I don't know that I'm going to use this thing very much. It would not be my first choice for much. So we've made some decent progress right there. I'm probably going to leave that as well. Boy, this thing has been chewing up that. Been really chewing up the stone though. Well, I think we might be ready to go down. Let's do it. I forgot to do a before test on the paper. Sorry about that. So thanks for hanging out, watching the video here. Trying to sharpen knives. I've got a lot to do. So I'm gonna make a video each night here and we'll chug through this pile. Most of them are gonna be hunting knives, so make sure you're subscribed. I don't usually ask for subscribers, but coming up on a milestone, and just the last couple of days I've gained like 50 subscribers, so we might be getting close to our milestone by the time this video posts here. I think this video will post here in a couple days. I've already got 1 or 2 ahead of it. Boy, that's nice. That stuff really polishes up. I was hoping that this tool steel would be impressive, and so far, it looks like it's taken a good edge. This thing might be really sharp. We will see how it cuts paper and let that be the judge. You know, I've looked into, there's a little sharpness tester. I think it's called like a BESS, B-E-S-S. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I don't know, if the channel picks up a little bit, I would love to invest in something like that so we would have a tangible number to see a before and after. I mean, the paper's great, but it's just kind of a cheap and easy way to show how sharp it is. Boy, there's nothing else to do with this stone. We need to go down. I think yep, that's all we can do on that one. So the paper does show a lot. It's not like it's worthless. Maybe a little bit of theatrics for video, but it definitely shows you if you've got a jagged spot, which I almost never put it back on the machine. But if you didn't like the result, you sure could put it right back on. Man, that's smooth. I don't know if you can hear the difference in how that sounds. All those tool marks are completely gone from the previous stones. Yeah, there's nothing else there. We might be done right here. All right, I'm anxious to see what this thing's gonna do. Maybe it would be fun just to like open boxes with and cut down boxes for the trash. That'd be a good use for this. If you actually use this as a hunting knife, man, it would tear you up. Make sure you got gloves on. Man, that feels really sharp. All right, let's see how it does. Ooh. All right, so I just tried to show you this, and I wasn't even on camera. So this is a do-over. All right, let's make sure we're on screen here. Nice. Wow, that is great. I mean, that's about as clean. Kind of drug right there, I'm not for sure. See, we're able to get that. I mean, that's as good as anything you can sharpen right there. Let's see how it is on those little, yeah, it won't bite down there. I don't think it's quite apexed right. Yeah, all right. I'm excited about that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but that has a nice polish on it. Look at that. That polish on that edge, that's amazing. Very good. Does it shave? Oh yeah, it shaves. Wow. All right, can we make it sharp? Yes, we can. That is awesome. All right, well, back in the bag it goes for another few years. All right, let me tell you what's coming up next. All right, coming up next are these Corona brand, boy, that name didn't age well, Corona brand pruners. I love these pruners because even though they look like this, you can repair them and sharpen them. And this one's mine, and it's actually sharp, but I don't know how it got rusty. And this one is my dad's, my mom and dad's. And they brought it by, and it is in sad shape. There's some serious rust on there. All right, Eagle Run 2-3. We'll see you on the next video.